Ich freue mich sehr. Neben mir jetzt ein Mann namens Justin Timberlake. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. First of all, how do you feel?
I'm good. Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine. Where do you come from?
We just came from Paris. We were in Berlin a couple of days ago, and we've been touring around doing some press for the movie.
Yeah, In Time, the new movie coming up in Germany on the 1st of December. A movie which, from the first thought, sounds very good because aging stops at the age of 25. But there's a problem with it, right?
Right. Basically, we've figured out how to live forever. So we've learned how to stop the aging gene at 25, but we risk overpopulation by doing that. So what we've come up with is this system where we have a ticking clock on our forearm that when we turn 25, we have a year of time that starts, and you have a year left to live, unless you can get more time. So time has become the currency.
What have you been thinking while reading the script for the first time of Andrew Niccol?
I thought a lot. It made me think a lot. It made me ask a lot of questions. I thought it was a very intriguing concept. And especially getting into the mind of the character, Will Salas, who I play, is a guy from a very poor part of this world. Because this system that he came up with, it's started to show us how class can be divided into the very rich and the very poor.
Yeah.
And so to only have a day to live every day, to have to keep struggling to stay alive, it makes you ask a lot of questions. How would you move? And you have to move fast and think fast.
Yeah. But the fact that many people have to die to avoid overpopulation divides the society in two parts. So whether you're born into time, so you don't have to worry at all, or you have to work in your life away. Do you think that there are parallels to the real world as well, where injustice and inequality also exists?
I think that my favorite, the best science fiction films do that. They have a way of helping, of putting you in another world. You escape into this world that could be in the future, but they have this way of turning the mirror on us and making us ask a lot of questions. And I would agree with you that it's almost serendipitous that the movie is coming out 1st of December with everything that's at all the economic questions we have that are at the forefront of the media right now.
Would you go that far, that it's like with a political attitude like in the tradition of 1984 or Brave New World into this direction?
I don't know. That's probably more a question for Andrew since he wrote it and directed it. I think there's two social themes that are going on in this movie. One, our obsession with staying young and beautiful forever. And two, what is it? What would it be like if time was actually money? And I think there is kind of a social theme about how we have a tendency to classify people by how rich or how poor they might be.
So many people spend a lot of money to stay young. Actually, you turned 30 this year, like I did, and I have to say I really enjoy this age. What about you?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I keep getting the question a lot, would I like it if I stopped aging at 25, obviously promoting this movie. But I honestly, funny enough, for me, from the time I turned 25 until 30, I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like I've learned more in the last 5 years than I did in the first 25. So I'm okay with aging.
Yeah.
I like this age.
Andrew Niccol said you're perfect for this role because you experience so many things and you hardly take one day off since your career began. Do you regret that sometimes, that you were living very fast?
I take plenty of time off. You just probably don't hear about it because I don't do really anything that interesting. I'm usually just on vacation or I'm not really doing anything that's worthy of.
That's what I heard about you.
Reporting,
actually.
Yeah.
I heard about that. What I was wondering always, if I'm reading a script, I'm always thinking about the rhythm and the tempo of the script because every script has a tempo in some way. Does your feeling and your talent for tempo and rhythm helps you while acting as well?
I think there's definitely a rhythm to acting in film, for sure. Especially when you're sharing a scene with someone else, there's a kind of tug of war, push and a pull when you're working with another actor or an actress. And I think rhythm has a lot to do with the way we live life. But with this film, I felt like if it was a song, it was a fast-paced. it has a fast-paced rhythm. It's relentless.
Which music does Will Salas listening to? When I get to know people, I always want to know which kind of music are they listening to.
Let's see. I think my character. I don't think he listens to many slow songs.
Yeah, everything has to go fast.
Yeah. What's funny is I thought about this world a lot because of having to play this character, and there's no mobile devices, there's no iPods, there's no one in where Will Salas comes from has time to listen to music.
Okay.
So that's kind of the ironic part. It's when you think about it that way, yeah, it's almost disenfranchising.
Actually, it's an action movie. Was there a point where you have thinking about, oh my God, I can do all that cool stuff like chasing cars and action scenes and get paid for it? Actually,
yes, there were. You get a real thrill doing action. It's a lot of fun. I remember there was one take when we were in a car chase and we flipped a car around and we Cillian Murphy, who's chasing Amanda Seyfried and myself, she hits the armored truck and spins around and we get away and when they yell cut, we were Amanda and I looked at each other. It was this real moment where we were it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like feels like you got to ride a roller coaster all day and get paid for it.
Actually, what I can imagine what's great for you at this point, because I think the people aren't wondering anymore if they see your name on a movie poster or something. They get used to see you in movies. And the Herald Tribune wrote, the big question about Mr. Timberlake's career is no longer whether he can act, but rather what kind of actor he wants to be. That's a nice compliment, I would say, but...
Very kind.
Yeah, what kind of actor you want to be then?
I don't know. Honestly, I have so many different idols. I mean, I'm still not sure what type of musician I want to be. I think that I enjoy doing doing something different every time. I think you have to continue to challenge yourself. And I agree with you about, perception. I think, certain things take a while for a large group of people to get used to an idea. And for me, I'm just enjoying myself. I feel lucky every day that this is my job, that I could either be making a movie or making a record, or I love it. It's clear that I have a passion for it, and I think all I can really do is just continue to be inspired.
But I heard you aren't in the mood to do a musical movie because everything is singing there. You sing about everything.
You saw the interview I did with Dave?
No way.
No, we were just making a joke about how funny it is sometimes when people are talking and then all of a sudden they start singing in the middle of a musical. So I said that it would be interesting to try to find a new way.
A new way?
To do a musical.
Which way would that be?
I don't know. I'd have to figure it out.
Yeah. Maybe next time, like we just heard, that was the noise we were hearing. There was the performance of Batman. Maybe you have to play a superhero next time.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I wish you all the best for, I don't know, for whatever. And hope to see you. I guess we won't see each other before Christmas and New Year, so happy Christmas and Happy New Year, and see you next time. Merry Christmas.
Right.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.